your motivational speaker, and you will be motivated when you hear me through your speakers. I'm gonna get that put on a shirt. That's gonna be my logo, okay? Y'all gonna be walking around here. Y'all gonna be like, I'm going to listen to my motivational speaker. They're gonna be them hoes gonna be trying to start shit with you. You're gonna be like, see, you know what? You know what? Instead of entertaining you with your low vibrational anus, I'm finna go listen to my motivational speaker so I can get motivated when I hear her through those speakers. And it's gonna save you a lot of charges. It's gonna save you from being cuffed and stuffed, booked and took to the jail. See? So this is gonna be part 2 of what GSs do. It's a combo. They do a combo. Y'all know I can't really do well with chapped lips, but I'm gonna go ahead and do it. But can't do the chapped lips, okay? I'm a little moisturized, so it's a combo. They want to know your whereabouts, so they ask you very personal questions. You may think that a person is like, so what do you like to do for fun? And you could be like, now this is a GS. They ask you personal questions instead of get to knowing you. You know, get to knowing you looks like just random out the blue. Hey, I want to spend time with you today. Whatever you're doing, I want to do it. And you're like, okay, I want to go to the library today and check out some new books. And they're like, okay, I'm right there with you. Or you may like making candles, or you may be like a scent person like myself. And so you like to go to different places, you know, in the mall or whatever, buy perfume. So that's what normal people that want to get to know you, they, you know, ask you, hey, do you have plans tomorrow? Is there any way like we can link up and hang out? And you're like, sure, but I already had plans. Can you just, you know, you can insert yourself in those plans. I want to go to the mall. It's this new fragrance that came out. And they're like, sure, okay, no problem. But GSs, this is how they move. As soon as you meet them, they want to know everywhere you like to go, what you like to do, because what they're going to do is if you say, oh, I like going to what do you like to do for fun? Oh, I like going to the library and checking out library books. I like fiction books, or I like real books. It doesn't matter, whatever. They going to take their raggedy ass to the library. Oh, which one you go to? The one off 5th or the one off 10th? And you're like, oh, the one on 10th Street. They gonna take they self down there to the library where you like to go, where, you know, you may have gotten acquainted with these people at the library. They like you, they think you're very nice, you interact with them, you respect them, they respect you, they know you as Miss, you know. They gonna take their ass down there and they gonna tell everybody at the goddamn library that you a prostitute and you a stripper and you on coke. This is them. This is them. This is what they do. This is, you know, it's not that. And you'll notice, like, damn, they asked me what I like to do, but never said, okay, well, since you like going to the library, okay, well, since you like going for walks at the beach, let's link up. They're not going to link up at your favorite places, but they're going to go to your favorite places without you and do a humiliation ritual on you. They're going to run a free of no charge smear campaign on that ass. Right? And just like I stated in part 1 of this video, it's a combo. They hit you with a combo. Like if you laugh and you don't take what they're doing serious, they will instantly, gaslight you. Like I stated in the other video, like I wasn't upset. But she was like, okay, bitch, I'll turn the knob all the way up. This lady literally took my extensions and it's still funny to me to this day. Like I said, I was only 12 or 13. She literally took my extensions and went to my hair appointment and got my extensions put in her head. Because the whole objective of doing all of this is they want you to, react in a way that nobody knows what the fuck you're mad at. Nobody knows what you're experiencing. Nobody knows what happened. You just lash out and you reach out and touch a motherfucker like this is what they want. And they everything they do is covered up. Nobody knows what they did. Nobody knows that they stole your extensions and went to your hair appointment on the day of your hair appointment and got your extensions put in their head. But if, nobody sees that, nobody knows that, nobody is aware of that. That's all done in the dark on the back end. But what people will see is if you start yelling at this person, if you rip every one of your extensions out by the root, you get what I'm saying? Fuck the extension. You want the roots. Yeah, people will see that. People will know that. People will live to tell about it. They'll never let it go. And this is the response that they are looking for from you. A lot of you have been going through this for so long because, like I said, you outsmarted your family. You outsmarted your friends. So it's something that had to be done continuously. And like I said, if your siblings were maybe occupied with their friends and they wasn't able to GS you on a day-to-day basis, maybe they had football practice, maybe they had basketball, maybe they were in band, or they just had some type of extra activities after school or during school, and they wasn't really able to keep up with you. Your parents took it into their hands, and a lot of times what they will do is they will watch you and monitor and see exactly where you're going. Okay, so a lot of times I can't explain what I am describing. I can only explain it through experience. So me being a mom, I don't call it monitoring. I call it, being the safety of my kids. If my kids want to go across the street and play with the neighbor's kids, I go across the street. I want to meet the mom. I want to meet the dad. I want to meet the crazy ass uncle that lives in the back on the patio. I want to meet the dogs. And I just want to get the feel of things. I just want to know that my kids are going to be safe while they're in your front yard or your side yard. And I just want to get the feeling of the adult. And I just want to know that my kids are in a safe environment, because when their friends come over and they play in the yard, their friends are in a safe environment. We not having no strange ass men around the children. Even when I see, weird, it doesn't happen a lot, but if I just see weird men just pulling up or whatever, randomly going to my neighbor's house, like I will call the kids, hey, come a little closer over here, let's give the neighbors their space so we have enough backyard and front side. So that's normal. Okay. But this is what GSs will do when it's not normal. Same age. I was about 12, maybe 14 at its best, right? And I just started getting these feelings, just as you will. You will get the feeling like fucking Freddy Krueger is just right here, just breathing on your neck, just like, what the fuck is that? And then you look there, it's nobody there. They are so sneaky. And don't let a witch or a wizard be your GS. Because I'm about to put y'all up on game. It's scary as fuck, but it's true. They can make themselves invisible. You will not see them motherfuckers, and then you look down, you look up, and it's a whole goddamn car in front of you, and you like, wait the fuck a minute. I didn't hear no engine. I didn't hear the car pull up. I didn't hear anything. Like, not only is the whole car, they done got out the car, closed the door, they in front of you, and I'm just, whoa. They know how to do magic tricks. They know how to astro project in this realm. Yes, they do. Okay. And that's what my parent was doing at the time. And I realized it. And so what I would do is I would walk all the way. Now, I was going to a friend of mine's house that lived right in the back of me. Right in the back of me. But because I was on to my parents and I was always suspicious of them being just evil people, malicious people, and I was feeling like my mom was following me, what I would do is, instead of cutting through my backyard and going right to my neighbor's house that lived in the back of me, I knew she was watching me. So I would walk all the way down the block. I would walk 2 blocks down, and I would make a left, walk down that block, make a right, walk all the way around the block, walk all the way on the main road, come up the side of my friend's house on that road, and come through the back of her yard. And so by this time, it's like she lost me. Like, she wasn't able to, Now, I had been going to this friend's house for like 2 months. Me and this friend was like this. Her mom loved me. Her dad was okay with me. Her family accepted me. I was like an extra family member just added on. Like, I would go over there sometimes. Sometimes she had cooked dinner. I would eat dinner with them. Sometimes I would go over there. They would be cleaning. I would just butt right in, start helping them clean up. We would have fun, laugh, play cards, just normal kid stuff, talk. And this went on for about like 2 months. Me just going this way, doing it this way. So if you're going the long way and you're shaking these people, like, don't stop doing it. Because what happened is I got lazy and I was like, man, I'm tired. I just want to, like, literally it took me 2 minutes just to walk through this path. And I'm right at her house. Like, her house was right in the back of mine, on the back street. And my parent got in her car and she followed me and she saw where I went. And the very next day, while I was at school, my parent paid her parent a visit. And if you're watching, because I know that you watch me, I don't have to mention your name. You know who you are. And I just want to say that I forgive you. You chose to take the bait. You chose to be a follower. You chose to not stand up for an innocent child that you got to know on your own. And please be very mindful of people, coming to you and speaking down on children that you have gotten to know yourself. Like, do find it strange that, certain parents, the way they speak about their children. So I went to my friend's house just like normal. I decided not to be lazy and I took the long way. And when I got to her house, her mom did something. You know, her mom would normally just open the door and let me in. She would, just open the door and turn around and walk off. But this particular time, she came outside and closed the door. And I was like, hey. And she was like, hey, baby. And she was like, your mom came over here today. And she said that if I wanted my daughter to be something in life, she can't hang out with you because you're not going to be shit in life. You're not going to be anything in life. And I was like blown away. Now, what my parent expect, because like I said, they want you to blow up. They want you to come back home, open the door, like, who do you think you are to go ruin my friends and da 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 da. But I was stuck on the fact that you got to know me. You got to know who I was. I was very respectful. Always said yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. Never disrespected her home. Never disrespected her children. Always left at a respectable time. You still got to know me as a child and my energy and everything. I've been coming over here for 2 months and you don't even know my mom that well, but it's like you listen to my mom when she told you that if you want your child, and literally this is what she said, if you want your child to be something in life, you better stop her from hanging out with my daughter right now, because my daughter isn't going to be shit. My daughter isn't going to be shit in life. And for her to repeat that to me and like, she agreed because she was like, you can't come over no more. So that was her agreeing. And that's what these GSs do. Like, they want everybody on board with how they are mistreating you, how they are handling you, how they are talking to you, how they are talking about you. They want everyone on board. They want everyone on one accord. They don't want any cracks, in there. They don't want any hiccups. And by cracks and hiccups, I mean they don't want anybody to stand up and say, stand up and say, no, hey, I know her. No, she's not like that. That's not her character. That's not how he behaves. That's not true about him. They don't want anybody to be able to stand up and say that, no, that's not true. Because when they start saying that you're mentally unstable, because they are GSing you, they are gaslighting you, and they start these allegations, they want everyone to be on board. They don't want anyone to be able to stand up for you, take up for you. They don't want anyone to know you in the way that you should be known. They don't want anyone to treat you as the way that you need to be treated. They don't want that. It is forbidden. These parents that have assigned GSs to you, and they have assigned the school systems to GS you. They have assigned medical physicians to GS you, gaslight you, tell you lies about your medical records, make you feel like, the walls are closing in on you. That's the whole motive. And if just one person is able to stand up and say, no, I know that person, that's not true about them, then that puts the whole smear campaign at risk. That puts the whole humiliation ritual at risk. That puts all the black magic that they're doing on you at risk. And it's a lot of money on the line. It's a lot of people involved. And so one person knowing the real you can spoil it for everyone and everybody that's got their hands involved in driving you to a mental institution or driving you to a place where you snap and you have to go to jail or you have to get some type of psychological help or anything like that. You know, it puts everything that they're doing at risk if someone is to treat you nice. If someone is to say something nice about you, if someone is to treat you with respect, if someone is to see you for who you really are, it puts the whole company at risk. And so I just want to say again, congratulations to everybody that has overcame these obstacles, and now these GSers, they are the ones always looking over their shoulder. They're always thinking somebody's watching them. They're always thinking, they're like being haunted by all the things that they did to you. They're being haunted by all the things that they said to you. Because that's God's way of turning the table around. And it does not matter if you had a whole community of people side with your parents and your family. They like, yeah, we're just, you know, because for a lot of you, and this is just the truth, a lot of people was scared of your family because they knew this secret that your family held. You know, if you go against your mom, they will come up missing. You know, if they went against what your parents wanted, things would quickly turn around in their life because your parents are heavy into witchcraft. They are witches and they are warlocks, and they would, you know, and this is what everybody in the town, they knew this about your parents. That's why they didn't stand up for you. They didn't take up for you because they knew that your dad was a warlock. They knew that your mom was a witch. They knew that your family was heavy into witchcraft, and they didn't want to get fucked up and fucked over. Because your family was not to be fucked with. It's kind of like they ran the city. It did not matter like what they had or anything like that. They pretty much ran the show because what they said, it goes. Like, and if you just sit and you're like, damn, that's why everyone knew that your mom was crazy, but they believed her crazy ass. They had no choice but to. Nobody was brave enough. Nobody was strong enough to stand up for you and take up for you, because they didn't want their good. They didn't want to go to work one day and ain't no work no more. They fired. They didn't want to lose their good jobs. They didn't want to lose their homes. They didn't want to lose their cars. They didn't want to lose their marriages, because this is the very thing that your family would attack if they was to stand up for you. So do not, you know, harbor negative energy when it comes to these people that fell by the wayside and they just was not strong enough to stand up for you. They didn't want to take those type of hits. They didn't want to take those type of financially blows. Like, they didn't think that you was worth, you know, oh my God, I'm hearing that song. You thought I was worth saving, so you cleaned me up inside. You thought I was worth healing. I don't know if that was. You thought I was to die for. These people just didn't think that you was worthy of losing anything that they had worked hard for. So they just was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and because I know that I'm speaking to a head fucking witch, but we're just going to keep it a secret. Like this is the thing. Everybody knew your mom was a witch, and they just respected her as being a witch. But like, nobody is going to be like, yeah, that's the witch right there. That's the witch. Like, no, it wasn't going down like that. It was something that, you know, everybody in the community knew, everybody in the town knew except you. and they knew not to with your parents. And then they begin to know not to with your siblings because they saw how your siblings was already on board with GSing you, gaslighting you, doing humiliation rituals on you. Like they already saw like the signs in how your siblings would talk about you, how they would, you know, always even as children, your siblings would partner up with other kids that did not like you. You would always find these knuckleheads playing with a group of kids that was just bullying you, that was just taunting you, that was just harassing you, that was just pushing you around and trying to control you. You will see, you know, it just as well as the community scene. So they like, let's get in order, because I'm hearing like get down or lay down was how your family rolled. And if you just sit back and you just, you know, take a minute within this video and think about everybody that stood up for you, they're no longer here. They're no longer here. And if you can't relate, God just brought me that vision. Like everybody that stood up for me, everybody that told me something good about myself, they're no longer here. They are not with us because they went against your parents. And I just got sad because as I'm doing these videos and I'm motivating you guys as well, I am motivating myself as well. And I needed to hear that because I needed to hear that. And I just realized that every single person in my life that tried to help me or told me anything good, well, God thought I was worth saving, just like he thought you was worth saving. And I'm not trying to scare anyone because I just heard God say, well, the people who are watching you now, they cannot kill us all. They cannot take us all because we are strong and we are the ones that's rising up. And we are the ones that have been chosen to take down these evil demonic forces. And they was strong enough. They was bold enough. They stood up for you. And they loved you and they told you, I'm hearing it was forbidden to tell you the truth about you. It was forbidden. You was supposed to never know who you was. Wow, I thank you, angels and ancestors, for standing up for me on this side. And now your angels and your ancestors are standing up for you on the other side as well. To the next video. I care for you guys. Peace.